What can I say except you're welcome?
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. It's your boy, Miami the Great, the host of Host, the one with the most. How is everyone doing? We're back at Talk It Up. I'm here to represent the Talk It Up family. If you don't know who I am your boy, Miami the Great. Welcome to Talk It Up Wrestling. Well, here we talk about wrestling news and wrestling information. If you guys do not know, down below you can follow us on our social media pages. We're on YouTube, which is Talk It Up Wrestling on YouTube. Please follow and subscribe us on YouTube. We're back. We're back. I'm back. The final boss will be probably back real soon with us. So, how you guys are doing? Y'all glad we're back? I hope you are. Um, it's good to be back. We're gonna go down through some Clash of Paris things, but don't forget to follow us also on X. If you see down below, you see Final Boss's X page, which is Final Boss Baby. That's two B's, BBY CFO. Also, you can follow me on X. Also, that's Miami the Great 645, and also the Island of DWE. If you're coming live from on our X side or YouTube side, you can find us both. This Sunday, we will be doing a WWE live on our X page. So you guys, if you want to follow that Island page and my page, which is Miami the Great 645 and the Island of DWE, go ahead and give us a follow on those pages and come and sit with your two best friends in the world on the on X, me and Final Boss Baby, because you will get to see her on Sunday. Well, we will watch Clash. I'm going to get into some Clash matches of what I want to what's my feeling on what's going to happen this Sunday, guys. I'm going to break down some stuff. If you guys seen the Roman Reigns interview with Stephanie McMahon, some things he said, some bookings that I've been kind of concerned with Roman, because you know how I feel about Roman Reigns. You know how I am. That's my guy. Roman Reigns is my guy. Y'all always know that. Shouts out to everyone. Thanks, Greg, for retweeting the page. Shouts out to Miss Jones. What's up, Miami? What's up to you? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in to our live interview on X or on YouTube. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you guys stopping through and coming by, sitting with me and chatting with me today. Um, I want you, if y'all guys don't mind, as we try to get some people in here, I'm going to let the live get a little built up, just before we get into the card. You guys, have you been enjoying the bookings of Raw, SmackDown? I know some people have seen the spoilers. Please, if you've seen the spoilers for tonight, try to not spoil what happened. I did see some stuff, and I was like, "Oh my God, I should not seen that." But and it kind of made me concerned. But I'm hoping that with the creative thinking of what we got going on, because from what I understand, and I don't know if people seen that, I think they're moving the time of Raw next month to 7 p.m. And I did see one that said they was going to start doing wrestling 8 o'clock in the morning, which I don't think it was not a real page, but I did see that. I don't know if you guys seen that page where they were saying they're gonna do it in the morning. I was like, no one's gonna watch this in the morning. What you think this is? Even football doesn't come on in the morning, afternoon, or night, but not nowhere near in the morning. with the stuff they got going on. So I don't think they're going to do that. Even if they're on Netflix, I don't think they're going to do it. Um, with the things they got going on, I did see it. I'm was like, I want to hear it from a valuable source where I can know, okay, um, they're actually going to start doing these things early on online or whatever, with the shows on Netflix. Um, Netflix, if you guys don't know, if you do already have the ESPN app, they have already this tabs up. They have the Raw, SmackDown. Looks like they have the library over there. They also have, I think NXT had a few things already up. So if you guys already have the ESPN app, you already have access to that stuff. Um, Someone needs to maybe tell ESPN that they are a little out of date with some of the stuff some of the people they got going on right now. They don't have they have a very old um banner up, and I don't know if you guys seen that. The banner that they have up, it had Brock Lesnar still with the title. It had Ronda Rousey, Braun Strowman. It had the old throwback um, SmackDown little logo and stuff, and I was like, maybe that was by mistake. Maybe they're going to update it, but somebody needs to tell ESPN that. So if you guys got the ESPN app, check out that. It was very quite entertaining when I seen that. I was like, okay. We have the stuff online, but and someone actually online said, I don't think ESPN know what they purchased because they got all these old wrestlers that not even still in the company no more. Most of the people that are on the flyer are gone. They're not even here no more. So that's crazy with that. So we'll see how this ESPN is going to go next month. We got that going on. So if you guys, like I say, once again, we have all our POEs, even when they switch over to ESPN. If you guys want to, you don't have the time to pay for, or you want to have you don't have the access to get to one of the apps or whatever, and you want to watch it with us, go ahead and follow me in the island page on compliments of the DWE, for supporting us on X when we do our spaces. If you all know, we do DWE Radio. So if you guys follow me or the island page, y'all see when we do DWE Radio. And also, if you guys follow me on that page, you know when I be going talk it up. I did a break it down this week. Break it down with Miami. If you guys seen, I did the classic match of Shawn Michaels and Razor Simone, the ladder match that they had. So if you guys missed that, follow me. Go over there to DWE replay page or go to the highlights. It's most of the majority of the time it's on the highlights of my page where you can go see most of those videos and stuff, and follow us. And also we have a partnership with W Energy. If you guys want to go over there to W Energy, to their website, make sure you put in the promo code Talk It Up Wrestling, and that will give you 10% off on anything they have. Energy, they have great gummies, energy powders. They have also energy drinks. They have nice energy cups that you can mix your powder and stuff with, your water and stuff when you go out and exercise. So if you want to get some energy, go over to wenergy.com and grab that and don't make sure you don't forget to put in the Talk It Up Wrestling promo code. The promo code. So let's get into some Clash in Paris. If you guys want to. I'm gonna pull up the card if you guys didn't get the chance to see who all will be on this fine Clash of Paris card. I know I think it was last year they was in France. too. And I know everyone's keep playing the AJ Styles when the crowd was singing the AJ song and had the real great crowd with AJ. My favorite intro from last year was when Jay came out, when they had the whole lights out for Jay, which we call the Fireflies, and that was my favorite part. It made me feel like Jay had finally made it to the top, and that's when I knew, okay, he was about to get ready to become a star, and we know the rest is history. Where we at now? So yeah, the crowd was very, very very good last year. So I did like him last year. So let me see if I can pull up this card real quick, guys. Here we go. All right. Yes, we got the Clash in Paris card. So if you guys want to see who all will be on the Clash of Paris card, there we go. So this is well, semi card, because if anybody knows, a match did get added. I don't want to spoil it, but we did get a tag match added to this show, Clash of Paris, which I do have that image. I will go over that match because I did see it online when I got online to see it. But we have Roman versus Bronson Reed. We have Becky versus Nikki Bella. We have John Cena versus Logan Paul. We have Rusev and Sheamus. Also, if you guys don't know, like I say, we have a tag match for the SmackDown Tag Team match, which would be the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six. So that's not. I know that's not on here, but I do have that image. When I talk about it, I will put it on the screen for you guys. So I can tell y'all who I would think will win that match. For I was assume the main event will be, which would be Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Jay Uso, and CM Punk for that main event. So that will be the card that we're going to go over, you guys. So I hope you guys will be into the card that I will be giving y'all for tonight, which my thoughts will be for for this card for today. I'm gonna start. Let's see. Well, we'll start off where I think the let's see. I think the match that we're gonna start off with, even though they announced it just a few minutes ago, because at first I'm not gonna lie, when they announced the matches, at first I thought they was gonna probably do Sheamus versus Rusev, but I think they're gonna start off with this match, guys. The Y6 versus the Street Profits, and the tag team match, because one is just been announced. They might come out and just start it off with a tag match for us for the Clash pay per view. So I think that this will be the match that we're gonna start off with tomorrow. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who's gonna probably win this match because we just it just got announced. Um, I want the Street Profits to win this match. But I think with this tag team division, and I think me and Final Boss, we have said it quite some time, over a period of time, where we were saying that this tag team needs something new. Now they did tease. No, I take it back. The Wise will hold on to this. I take it back because I forgot they have been teasing. The Wise been following around Solo team in the back. Every now and then you see them in the back with them. So I have the Wyatt Six winning this. I forgot about the whole situation, what was going on in the back from last week with the MFT and the Wise. Even though you got Nikki Cross kind of following the United States women's champion around, I think her thing will be separate for the Wyatts, but I think when it comes to Wyatts, because I think the next pay-per-view after this will be Wrestling Palooza. And I think that's kind of like maybe you can make that kind of be a big deal because maybe this could start off the whole because I did hear reports that there could be a War Games match between the Wyatts and the NFL MFT team. But my thing is this: if you're going to do it at Wrestling Palooza, how do we get to War Games? Is the question I think I will have, because I'm pretty sure they want to try to maybe make this Wrestling Palooza be one of the biggest events they got up. So I think that will be it. Eric said it'll be better if the Street Profits or no one else. Now I'm not gonna lie. If Solo and them teams, because it seems like Tonga, I don't know if he's gonna be in this group with MFT. And if the Wyatts win this match, my dog is barking. Princess, be good. If the Wyatts win this match, if they win this match, it has to be Solo and them crew. Now, I wish it was the God tag team because we would like to see them more in performance. But I think it's going to be Jason Mattello and not Tonga Loa, but Hikalea, even though he has a new name in WWE, and Hikalea. That's who I think they will have facing them if they do this. But if you want to do that at Wrestling Palooza, maybe you do a tag match and something happens funky, and it kind of maybe sets up for War Games. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see what goes on if they do that direction. Now, would it be exciting as a War Game match? I don't know, because both of these teams, for me, when it comes to the Wyatts, they have lost the momentum they had at first. Now, I know it was due because of injuries, of things that happened, but the way the story has been told, I do like the little subtle teases they've been doing with Solo, the other tag teams, where they've been watching them when they be doing promos. You can see them in the back doing promos or whatever, and or whatnot. So I think that could really help them. What could help this story is, and it seems like, and I don't know if you guys seen it, you've been seeing some matches, which is be one of the weirdest teams to me if they do this, which would be LA Knight and Ray Phoenix, which is be weird, but it'd be something new. Cause you got I don't know if Andrade is hurt. Maybe they just teamed them up because maybe Andrade didn't go overseas with them. But I'm hoping that they're not breaking up Ray Phoenix and Andrade. I do like them as a team right now. You don't need to break them up. They just got together. I don't think they had enough of time to go. I think they need a solo match against the Wyatt Six. So Aries, if it was someone, I wouldn't be surprised if they drop them to Ray Phoenix and Andrade, because one, they're new. They're maybe the freshest team out of this whole SmackDown team. Now I don't know. We don't know when the draft is going to come. They did say they want to do it on ESPN, but they're going to have to do something. Now NXT, they have a couple teams, but not like they used to. I feel like with Fraction, I feel like they haven't dropped the ball on them yet. It's just, you don't want to push them too quick because they had just came off of NXT. They're still a great tag team. They have had some good matches. They've kept them off of TV for quite some time. Sometimes that can either be good, sometimes that can be bad. I want Frasium guys to go to Raw. That if I was doing the draft today, I would put them on Raw. We know Miz and Mello is probably going to break up because they already showing the dissension. I don't count them as a tag team. I don't think that they're going to even go for the titles. They're going to break up because, like I say, I don't want to spoil. I haven't seen Raw. I mean SmackDown, so I don't know what happened on SmackDown. So I just think that would be one of the things that will happen. Now he said that it will make things be more interesting if they should add. Yeah, I think so too. I was thinking that, but the thing about this Aries is if they're going to go this route, because I already think the Wyatts going to win. I don't know why I said the Street Profits, and I got the Wyatts winning because they've been teasing Wyatt's looking like they're trying to go after Solo scene. So I would think that if they're going to go after Solo's team, that it's just going to be the group they got. Now, I think Solo only got, let's see, Solo, Hikuleo, Jason Motello. Now, they only got 4 guys. Now, remember, last year, you remember when the whole situation came where came in and stepped in for one of Roman's people and stuff. Princess, chill out. I know you hear the dogs. Sorry, guys. She hears the dogs. Princess, everyone hears you on YouTube. You know that? They said hi to you too. That's my dog. She's just crazy, y'all. She crazy. This is what happens when you have a baby dog. She's just crazy. She's spoiled. She's spoiled. Don't be looking at me like that. I didn't do nothing to you. Anyway, but my thing is I feel that if you're gonna do that route, you're gonna probably bring him in at War Games. I think that's what they'll probably do when it comes down to this match. And we'll get the graph up here for it because I do got it. But I think that if you're gonna go this route, if you're gonna add the Wyatt, if you're gonna add Tonga, you'll add him at War Games. It'll probably be like a situation where they say, well, they need someone to be added to the match, or we need a 5th guy. They might do Solo sort of like how they did Roman, and then bring him in, and then that's how they'll do that dynamic. But my pick for this match will be the Wyatts. The Wyatts will retain. If the Wyatts retain, this will be the second pay-per-view. Now, granted, we have said that the tag team titles need to be on PLEs more. I don't know why the Raw ones now we're getting lack on the Raw titles. Because I can't tell you when the last time we seen the Raw titles on a PLE now, guys. So now we got the situation where the Raw titles are not being presented on SmackDown. So that's one thing that I've been noticing with them with Raw. So this probably be a good match because remember the Wyatts took the titles off of Street Profit, if I'm not mistaken. Now, like I said, I didn't see SmackDown. I didn't tune in. Thank God I did, because I didn't want to spoil myself. Like I said, I only seen one teaser, so I do have them. I do have the Wyatt 6 winning this match, guys. If you got any picks for that match, guys, drop them down below. I'll read them out loud if you got a pick for the match that get announced tonight. If you guys watch SmackDown, I did see that, so sorry if I spoiled it, but it will be on this Sunday. Well, we will get to see the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits, and I think that will be the match that will open up um not SmackDown, but Clash of Paris. Now the next match I think will probably go after that. Believe it or not, because I'm looking at this card. Um, we could go because it might don't get too crazy with the Wyatts. Um, it could go. They may do. I do not got the Sheamus and what's the name thing because they didn't have this thing. So I think the next match will be Sheamus and Rusev. This has to be the last match. This it hasn't been a bad story. Um, has it done anything for the two guys? No, it hasn't done nothing for them. I think maybe Sheamus, he's in the mid card now. Will he ever be back in that title picture? I wouldn't mind him seeing it. He's someone new. You got to mix one of these people up. I wouldn't mind if Rusev goes to SmackDown and he faces Cody because we haven't seen that match yet. Granted, that's two AEW guys that used to be in AEW. Why not? Let's see these two guys tie it up, get in the ring, and put it all out in the line where you can get these two guys to tie it up and go at it. This has to be the final match. I think this will be the rubber match. That's what they call it. Last but not least, it'll be that. Who I have in this match, I think they might give this to Rusev. Shouts out to Lena Dow. What's going on, Lena? I think Rusev may win this match. I'm trying to think of because I think they both got 1-1, if I'm not mistaken. So if this is the third match, they might give it to Rusev. And then this may be another one of these two could be a guy that goes to either brand and you split them up. Because like I say, if we're gonna do this the draft, I think it's gonna be more like, okay, we're gonna split up a couple people who have a few feuds, who might put some people still together, continue some feuds together. I don't know what's going on with Bianca. They have been a little quiet with Bianca. Who I think is going to take on Stephanie Vaquer at Wrestling Palooza. I hope I'm saying it right. Palooza. Yeah, I think I'm saying it right. Palooza. But I think if Rusev comes in, Sheamus would probably take the loss. Now, would it be probably like a little cheating in there? Maybe, because don't forget, Rusev is the heel. So it could be some situation where maybe he grabs the shillelagh, or he might untie the ring or something, untie the little, padding off the ring, and maybe Sheamus will hit it and this and that. Now, I don't think someone is going to join Rusev. I just think that Rusev will probably win. It won't probably be fair, but he will get the win some way, somehow. That's what I think. Lena said that, hey, I don't think Rusev will lose his first PLE. Now, remember, guys, I want you to remember that this match would not have been happen if Naomi wasn't pregnant. I don't think it would have. Maybe not. Maybe it would have, because they did add the Wyatts and the Street Profits, which I just talked about a few minutes ago, because I said I think that will be the match that will clash. But we have to remember that too. and that could be correct. This is a PLE. I think by this being Rusev's first, they probably want to give him the win because he is the newer guy. Sheamus has been there for a while. I don't think this damaged Sheamus in any kind of way. I don't think this hurts Sheamus if he takes the loss, because like I say, once this feud is over, you might see them both go their separate ways. Greg here had a comment, said he has Rusev winning this match. So hey, he has Rusev too. Eric says, hey, I have Sheamus. Like I say, this could be a great match. Both of them they're both 1-1. I'm pretty sure that these two Goliaths, because that's what they are, gladiators. Goliaths are going to go out there and put on a great performance. I think this is a street fight, guys. I think we can't forget about that too. So this is a street fight. So even if it's a street fight, that's another thing I forgot. It just slipped my mind. This is a street fight, so I think definitely we will get some kind of funky, weird ending where, like I said, I don't think someone will come, but we will get something where at the end somewhere maybe Sheamus gets hit by a chair or something, and then that's what we'll get the whole situation where it comes out and be that. Yes, we're going to talk about this match next. Final Boss's favorite girl, Nikki Bella. She loves Nikki Bella. Nikki and Becky Lynch. Now, I don't know if you guys knew, because I think I had it, and I got it here down on my notes here, where I think it's the anniversary of when Nikki and Brie Bella first debuted in the Twin Magic in WWE, and I see USA post that today. Matter of fact, yeah, 17 years ago, I'm reading it now. You had the Twin Magic thing going on with Brie and Nikki Bella, and that had me thinking. I was like, huh, because Brie said she's been really pushing. I mean, not Brie, but Nikki's been really pushing Brie to be coming to WWE to do a match, and I was like, could this be a way where they could bring in Brie? But if Nikki wins this title, because me and the EVP talked about it on his show, where it was like, if Nikki wins, automatically Liv is going after Nikki. But in my mind, I kept saying, okay, because think about it, the Judgment Day doesn't have the tag team titles. We can't forget that even if Nikki doesn't win the title, if Becky holds on to the title, I think Liv can still go after Becky, because we can't forget. Remember, Liv was saying to Becky when she left that she retired her because she had the world title at the time. So we can't forget that either. So even if Nikki doesn't win, Liv can probably still come back and go after Becky. Now, to me, I think Nikki should win this match. I think I'm thinking with my heart and not my mind. I want Nikki to win. Becky's done wonders for this title. It means something now. Now we're passing it on to another legend. This is what they should have did with it at first. Now, if Nikki wins, will this bring back Valkyrie back? Not Valkyrie, not Stephanie Valkyrie, but Bird Girl will bring it back, and that's how she gets another opportunity, and maybe she drops it down to Nikki. But I don't want to put the title back on her either. If we put the title on Nikki, that's how we can probably bring back in Liv. But and the match that really kind of had me like saying maybe not is because of what this is Final Boss's second husband, the general manager of Raw said for Stephanie is you will find out who your opponent will be and we will decide who when you will face them. So my first answer to that, and it will pertain to this match that y'all guys will see, is I think that Stephanie Vicaire is either going to take on a couple people. Me and EVP talked about this on his show. I think if Becky holds on to this title, the one person that Stephanie could be facing is Liv Morgan. Another person that I was like, and EVP was like, wouldn't make sense, but I was like, we haven't seen her for some time, is Bianca. We got a lot of people that are down. Remember, we don't have Liv. We don't have Naomi no more. Don't forget, Naomi did say, whoever holds on to this title, I'm coming back for you. Remember, Bianca has a long title reign. If I'm not mistaken, which yes, I am correct, no one has still broke it. Rhea Ripley came close, but she had got injured by Liv Morgan. I think it could be either Liv or Bianca. It all depends on this match, though, guys, because if Nikki wins this, that makes me say, okay, it won't be Liv. It'll be someone else. And I'm trying to think of everyone who we haven't seen either for a while, because usually that's how they do it. Because I don't think it's going to be Io Sky, because Io Sky's her and Rhea kind of like tied up with Asuka and Kairi Sane over there. So I don't think it will be one of those two young ladies. I think it will be someone who we haven't seen in quite some time. I can't think of no one else. Now, someone said that it could be someone from NXT. Maybe this is how we get Lash onto the main roster. Would I like to see that? Maybe, because I feel like Lash and maybe Stephanie Vicaire could possibly be a good match. But I think Lash is already in a storyline where she's trying to go for the women's NXT title, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think it will be Lash either. I don't think it'd be Jordynne Grace, because Jordynne Grace is in the title picture. We know it won't be Blake, because she's down there. She's in a storyline. So there is someone who we're not thinking. And I started to say to myself, hold up. What if it's Tiffany Stratton? Because remember, she was on a PLE. She faced Tiffany. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's Tiffany Stratton. Now, Lena says she's going with Becky for the heat up the storyline. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, Lena. I would not be surprised if it's Becky, because like I say, if it's Becky, then you're playing into my theory of who I think may be in Stephanie's Vicaire match. Because like I say, whoever wins this match, it will probably bleed into Stephanie's story too. Because like I say, whoever's coming for Stephanie is someone who is not thinking. Now I don't know how percentage wise Liv is. I haven't heard nothing about Liv coming up or nothing or something. So we don't know. Now Greg said he has Becky too. So a lot of people have Becky in this match. So it could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Becky has done a great job. But don't forget that someone still can't go for that title long as Becky has it right now. If Becky wins after Nikki, do we move on to Bayley? Because remember, Bayley, we've been getting a lot of the Bayley teases. And remember, Becky did beat down Bayley to take her spot at WrestleMania. So you could be right, Greg. This could be a way for Becky to after the match. Hold up, I got one, guys. I got one. A fantasy booking from Miami the Great. We got one. Wonder if this happens, guys. If Becky retains and after the match we hear Bayley's new music, she probably has new gear on. She comes out and she attacks Becky, and that's what we get for Wrestling Palooza. Because, like I said, I think they're going to try to stack this Palooza card. Because one, not just because it's on ESPN, we know they're going to go head to head with AEW All In. So I think they're going to try to have the most decent card or main event card that they can present. One, because it's on ESPN. Two, to try to go head and head with their competitor on ESPN. So we'll see. What's the name? Hey, you gotta agree with Auntie Lena. Yeah, he said he's going with Nikki because, like I say, and that's the great thing about this match. When it comes to Nikki and Becky, we can't forget this is sort of like an old school. This is really the Divas era versus the new era. Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember when Stephanie McMahon was in the ring. It was Nikki. It was all the old school women, and she said, "Let me present the next women that are coming up," and it was Becky, Charlotte, now known as Mercedes Moné, but she was Sasha Banks back then. Who else it was? It was a couple women that came in, and then that led to what we got now. So this is really kind of like a old school personal match. What's up with the shades? Hey, why you hating on me? What you see? Final Boss doesn't want to come to work, but want to judge my shades. Can I wear my shades? Can I wear my shades? Jeez, that's what you get when you mess with the Final Boss. That right there, that's what I get. But with that match, guys, I want Nikki to win, but I'm with you guys in the comments. I think Becky will win. I'm sorry, Final Boss. I know that you want Nikki to win because I know that's your girl. I know you love the girl. I know you love her. So hey, let's see. He says, does W reply too much to? I think so. Cause with that Stampede, because yeah, I think so, Stampede. I do think that I'm at work. I'm not home 24/7. Well, I'm on vacation, so I finally got one. So hey, shouts out to me. I deserve one. Shouts out to you, Final Boss. Messing with me. Yeah, I feel like the reason why. Well, see, this is the thing to Stampede before we get into our next topic is the we don't know the matches yet. We're assuming that one of the matches for Palooza is going to be John Cena and Brock Lesnar already. So that might be one match. That's boom. Now Cody's not on this card. Are they going to do Cody and Drew? Because I have heard rumors about that. That's kind of like a big match. That's kind of like a decent match because now that might have me. That might be the first match, even since Cody won it the first time. Now he's won it the second time. Coming in, I say, will he lose it? That's how I wanted to feel with the first run. So if that's the first title defense for Cody, cool. Because now I'm like, well, they could give this to Drew easily because we all know who backs Drew, who's Drew guy. I would not be surprised if they turn it into a storyline for Drew McIntyre, your husband, Final Boss, The Rock. If they turn that into a storyline with Drew McIntyre, because he did tell Logan Paul to handled John Cena in a promo, and I was like, that's quite interesting that he told him to do that, because I was like, oh, that seems like someone kind of sent him to do that for to John Cena. It was maybe a shade. Maybe I'm looking into it too deeply, but maybe that's just my feeling of it. Let's see. He says Becky has always been more than a champion. She's risen the bar for everyone she's faced. I feel like Becky has she really has. I really feel like she's doing really good with Shades and Dove. You're not the Raw. Why are you mad? Look, stop it. I'm over here enjoying myself. And I enjoy myself. You're not the Raw. You know what? Only final balls, y'all. See, this is what I get for having the final balls on there. We're gonna move on to our next match, final balls. Let's get through these matches, and you can talk it, y'all. We were just talking about the Nikki and Becky. Now the next match, this is kind of hard, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't know who's going to co-main event. I really don't, because now I'm looking at the last three names. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb. Someone said happy National Lemon Juice Day. So happy Lemon Juice Day to everyone that knew that lemon juice today was the day. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the next match after this match will be John Cena versus Logan Paul, guys. Because I'm not going to lie, and the reason, and I'm going to touch on it on the topic I was going to talk about Roman and his booking, is I think this will be the next match because of the way they've been setting it up. And it's not have a big fight feel to it. I'm not saying that, guys. It doesn't. But I feel like this will be the next match after this. I can pull up my. It says that file had issues on the graph, guys. Let me try to pull it up one more time for the John Cena and Logan. Let's try that one more time. Let's see, can we get it up there? Hopefully it'll pull up. If it doesn't, there we go. It pulls up that time. John, I feel like this match, John will put over Logan. Now, he's not just going to hand it to him, guys. Don't come attack me. I'm not saying that it's just going to be a boom, boom, and that's it, and we're done. I don't think it will be that. This could probably be a decent match. We see what John did with Cody the last match. It was probably one of Cody's and John's best matches. Really, John's best matches when he turned back face. It made me remember him as Super Cena. It reminded me of the Dominus Cena. Even though me and Final Boss talked about it on DW Radio, where we was like, that's the Cena we want back. But I don't think we're going to get that back. But this was one of the matches that I was like really looking forward to. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I have Logan Paul, as much as people don't like him, winning this match. If he goes in, which he should, because he is good in the ring, which I think John is going to see that, and John is going to get him put him over. Now, this is the thing, and I know Fighter Balls, she says this a lot. A lot of times when John puts over someone, it doesn't do nothing for him. It doesn't get him somewhere. But we cannot forget, John did the same thing he did to Logan last week. He did the Roman Reigns, guys. We can't forget that. John was just not going, and he told Roman, I'm just not going to hand you the keys. I'm not just going to hand you the keys until you prove to me you're ready for it. And I feel like John is doing that for Logan. Let's just be honest. Because I haven't seen John cut a promo that deep like that since he did it on Roman Reigns. And I'm talking about back when Roman Reigns used to have the contacts and still had the vest on and came out as the big dog, even though Final Boss loves the big dog. I love the big dog too. I love the big dog Roman Reigns. This is my yard now. I like every area of Roman. But I feel like that's the only time I seen that. So that's why I say I'm going with Logan in this match. I feel like Logan's going to really, really try to prove himself. Of course, he's going to probably do many high flying things because it's Logan. Maybe he tries to do a little wrestling because John Cena did say something about the high flying and stuff about that. So we will see. But I think that Logan is going to try to do his best, which he always does. But this may be one of Logan's best matches since Roman Reigns. Logan has faced a lot of people, but I feel like the match I loved the most from Logan was him and Roman back when they was at Saudi. Man, and still to this day, I remember the match where Logan comes off the top doing the punch, and Roman's about to get ready to punch him too, and they have the iconic picture. That I wish that match was a WrestleMania match because that moment, that picture, which was going around viral, was a moment. It felt like if you looked at that picture, you say, "Man, did this happen at WrestleMania?" And somebody says, "No, it happened at another PLE." They won't probably believe you because of that's his image. I think Logan will have maybe something in this match that will be compared to something like that. And that's why I have Logan Paul in this match when it comes down to it. Let's go to some of the comments. Greg also said happy lemon juice day. He said I can't keep up with these holidays. I can't either. I cannot keep up with these holidays. He said Zach knows. Yeah, he does. If y'all want to know any holiday, come to our group chat and Zach will know it. He knows every normal holiday that we're like, is it even a holiday? Lena says that Logan may talk the talk, but when it's John Cena's time, he will walk out with the win. Big match, John. It could be because, like I say, Lena, John really did have a good match with Cody. He really did, even though he still lost. I love that, especially when he came off the when they went under the ramp and came up off the top and he had Cody over him. That image was great. The whole match was pretty decent. Even though he still lost. And then we got Brock come out and do the F5 and whatnot. That's why I say if Logan wins, I think if Logan wins, Brock will come out again and attack John again, and he'll walk away. Even if John wins, because there has been a time where John has won and Brock still attacked him. So we're gonna probably get that again. That's one of my sleeper picks where Brock will come out, attack John Cena again. Because remember, we did get Nick Otis say Brock Lesnar. Then we didn't hear the rest because Logan came in and sucker punch John Cena. Now, come to find out, they did take that scene twice, guys. So let's not forget that. So that's what I think. Who's going to win this match when it comes down to it? Now, my co-main eventer, the co-main event for me will be Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I understand why Roman's doing it because he doesn't want the shine to be on him. Now, I'm going to try to be biased because this is my guy. He really is. And I'm like, man, I hope he's not falling down the card. And I understand even maybe Roman now, even though now with the interview with him saying what he said yesterday that he's not going nowhere, he's staying. So I was like, okay, cool. We're not going nowhere. We're staying. We have the tribal chief versus the tribal thief. If y'all seen the new shirts, they did take the shoes off of their name now. Have just the tribal thief shirt. I like Bronson Reed's new shirt on WWE Shop, guys. If you didn't check it out, I do like his shirt. It's pretty neat. But my thing is my feelings about this match. This is Roman Reigns, and I feel like Roman is one of those guys that you always want to be. You want him to have that, the person across him to give me that big fight feel. It's not giving me the big fight feel. Not saying that Bronson Reed is a jobber and that, or he doesn't got what it takes to be that main event star, because we've seen what he did to Seth Rollins, and now he's on Seth Rollins' scenes and he's lined himself with Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. I just don't think this would be the match that I would imagine Roman to be in, especially if this is the match where we won't probably see him for quite some time. Now, hoping that even though we don't really see him for WrestlePalooza, we see him for Survivor Series. But I think it was a comment I did see. I think it was Lena or someone said that, hey, I'd rather Roman to have a regular match than to be in the championship picture match, because most likely he probably won't win. And I was like, yeah, that does make sense. But this match has to do something to not just elevate Bronson, but to tell me what will be next for Roman. Because Roman did say in his promo that his time is not now, but he will be back on top of the mountain soon. So that means he is interested in going for a title, which most likely would probably be the World Heavyweight title, which I would think that's what he would go for, because they're really slow billing this Seth versus Roman. Now, are they saving it for WrestleMania? Maybe, because now we know it probably won't happen at Palooza. We know it probably won't happen at Survivor Series, because most of the majority of the time, Survivor Series don't have title matches. I can't think of when the last time it had one since they started doing the War Games one. Because I think Roman, well, maybe the one where Roman and Punk was in, I think it was maybe a championship match. Someone fact checked me on that. It could have been one of the major titles in that PLE when Roman, you had Punk, Jay, Sammy, and them facing Solo. And then maybe it was a championship match in that match, that PLE. But I feel like that this match has to do something to get these guys something. Tell me something. I'm not saying that the story's not there, because trust me, I love the way Roman said when Paul said, hey, he's Samoan. His dad warned him about the Samoans like you. And he said, and then Roman came back, which was one of the greatest lines. He said, he's Samoan? That means his, you know what, belongs to me. I can't say what I say because we're on YouTube, but y'all know. I was like, man, that was a great line. Really? And I don't think a lot of people liked the Roman's promo, but it gave me tribal chief mode. And I was like, oh my God, I still miss Roman as a heel. Because it didn't come off too heelish, but it came off just enough where it seems like we're in tweener mode. We're just like in the middle. We're not all the way good. We're not all the way bad. I also like the advice that he gave Jay at the once Jay went out to go do his thing in his match, which was quite interesting too. Which I don't know if you guys remember. I probably said it on here, and I'll say it on DWE Radio, where I was like, where I feel like the story will go, because the story hasn't ended yet. The story is still going to end with Jimmy. I know a lot of people say, well, the story is ended. It's over. Da, da, da. I don't think so. Because what Roman said sort of made me say, he sort of slick acknowledged Jay here. He sort of putting Jay in that wreck and leave type of moment where you got this rank. He's telling him, hey, go out there and do your thing. Start thinking about yourself. You have done everything for this company. You have done everything for this family. You have helped me. He was bringing up the stuff from when Roman was champ. And he's saying, hey, you did all this stuff. Now it's time for you to focus on you. So with this match, something has to happen to give me the feeling of, okay, I know where we're going next with Roman. I know where we're going next with Bronson Reed. This just can't be a match. It's over, and boom, we don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? So for this match, because I think Roman's going to probably go for a while, I'm not going to lie. I have Bronson Reed maybe winning because you still want to. I think this is the way you get him more. Him, Seth, and Breaker. Because don't forget, Breaker's not on the card, guys. We cannot forget about Breaker. Roman has attacked Breaker. Jay might be already dealing with Seth and them. So Jay might won't come out to help because he's focusing on himself. Because remember, Roman told him that. So that may be the way we get that. Let's go to some of the comments. I think that, but we'll see. Lena says she has Roman. Roman is going to make the tribal thief. Yeah, Bronson Reed wish he never stole his shoes. Hey, he ain't been the last pair of shoes, Lena. He took. Roman made sure that. I was just tired to look. Two times enough. You took it once. You don't need to take it again. He says parents will witness a smash match. Yes, look. It's been a while since Roman has won a match. If I'm not mistaken, this is Roman's first single match since he took on Solo. So I don't know if you guys knew that. Since he took on Solo, so this is the first time he's had a singles match since getting the Ula Fala back. We can't forget. We all know who won that match. Roman Reigns. And The Rock came out and put the Ula Fala on Roman. He says, I want Roman. Eric said, I want Roman to kick Brunson's butt and take his shoes back. Hey, I think they're going to, but see, and that's the thing about this, guys. It's so funny because even with the promo, and Roman, he's such the guy that he likes putting people over. Look what he did for Sammy. Now look what he's doing for Bronson. It'll be guys that we never would have thought, like, why is this guy in this? Because I'm even asking, why is this guy in this position? Why is this guy put in this light of what we're getting? And I think that the booking, it could be better. Something has to happen, but I think I think the reason why WWE doesn't want to do it yet, because one, Roman has obligations with Hollywood, which he said that he will not leave Hollywood on the Stephanie podcast. He was saying that he will be still continuing in WWE. So that made me happy as a Roman fan. It makes me say, well, we still have a little more time with Roman and some more stuff of maybe some people he can put over. So he can maybe take a few losses here and there, because losing against Bronson Reed won't probably damage Roman. It's Roman Reigns. He said he's going to still go for championships. He's still going to go for the titles and try to get back at the top, which I do believe he will get back to the top sooner or later. He says Roman should have got himself into the speed tournament. And oh Lord, I can't believe. You know what? I can't believe see, you know what? And I know a lot of people probably don't watch NXT Stampede, but I think that the Speed Championship getting added to NXT kind of freshens things up because NXT did need something. Because they lost a lot of stuff. I do like the Speed. I did. Now so Ruko kind of does have a chip on his shoulder. I don't know what they do with American Grande because he is the male's stage champion. He could lose it and drop it to someone. And it could probably the Speed Championship could elevate someone on NXT. We never know. We can see. Maybe they can turn it into something. Maybe they it won't. We'll see will it work. John said that Roman needs to get back. He said, "Go get your shoes back." Basically, he's telling Roman to go get his shoes back. We all want Roman to get his shoes back. We all want Roman to get his shoes back. Stampede again said, "I 100%. I was 100 when the Bloodline story reached the ending number 4. LOL. Look, I need somebody to tell me what ending we in, because Solo time when we in ending 3. We're still at the bottom of the 3rd. I'm like, are we still? Because I'm like, it can't be. We got to be. I'm with you, Steph, but we got to be in the 4th, 5th. We got to be at least almost close. Because we're talking about baseball. We know baseball has 9 innings, guys. So let's not forget that. And we're still in 3rd and 4th. We got still a long way to go. Which we might still do. Greg said that he will he needs to defeat him and get his sneakers back. Yes. I feel like yes. But my thing is this: if Roman gets them back, what that does for Bronson, we gotta think this as a character-wise, a story-wise reading story. Because now, if Roman gets them back, does Bronson take shoes from someone else, or is he trying? Are we still trying to do this thing where Brunson's now trying to get the shoes back? I don't think that will be an interesting story. I think him winning and keeping the shoes will be a whole thing. So I think that will be the whole thing. Shouts out to Mimi. Thank you for retweeting the space. She's saying hello. Greg is saying hello to Mimi. Everybody just saying hello to everybody. I think here we go. It says he wants to be the first star to do both. I don't know which one you was talking about with Greg, which you was referring to there. Maybe you was talking about one of the subjects we were talking about. Stampede said between 2024 through and 2023, Roman was totally they had a total 10 matches, and 2 of those matches were single matches. Yes, it was. Because the last singles match he had was with Solo. That's why I say he won against Solo. So now this has me thinking that this is his solo match since then. Will they have him lose? Because they have had Roman losing a lot, even though he has been in, well, except outside of tag matches, because him and Jay did win the tag match. So we can't forget that. But outside of tag matches or Fatal 4 Ways, because he was in it was him. I mean, not Fatal 4 Way, but Triple Threat. It was CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and him. He lost, even though he didn't. Matter of fact, he did take the pin. He took the pin at WrestleMania. So there's that. So you have those matches where all that is happening. I said, I think Eric said, he's half Samoan. Yeah, he is. He's half Samoan. That's why they did the promo errors. They was like, he said, your butt belongs to me. I'm using the PG version because we're on YouTube. But he was saying that he was like, let's see. Greg said, never go against the OTC. I know, Greg, but I know Roman's my guy. Y'all know I don't want to go against Roman. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought WrestleMania they was going to give Roman the win. And I think Roman now, we've got to the point, Greg and Lena, where Roman's he's okay with taking a couple losses if he feels like it's going to get this next guy over. Because Bronson Reed still has a lot of time left. He's still kind of, I say, well, in the young stage, not too young, but young enough where he's going to be going for quite some time, going along. Probably more on TV than Roman because like I say, Roman has obligations. And like I say, I feel like if I'm looking at this as story wise, I'm looking at this as Bronson may need to win more because we want to get this, not just Bronson over, this whole group as a heel over, because I'm thinking of it like this in my mind. If Bronson wins, the crowd is going to boo. That's good for Seth. That's good for Breaker. That's good for Bronson. That's good for Paul. We can't forget who be booking these matches. Because when it comes, I'm trying to think like Paul Heyman. Because you want that heat. Because what something and Final Balls made me realize this is you want these guys to get that heat because of you want them to find it when they come out. We're not cheering you no more. You beat our tribal chief. Now we're booing you. You took his shoes. You don't beat him. Now we're finna boo you. That's what you want. Now we're at that point. Now you start building this group as the dominant heel. Now they're getting booed. Then after that, if they want to do another match between Bronson and Roman, which I don't think they will, maybe you can get Roman to win the title. Let's see. I think Greg said another one. He said, "Oh, I was thinking about Roman interview with Stephanie. He said that he wants to be the first superstar to do both." Oh, okay, wrestling and well, yeah, it is a lot of guys. I think you had Miz do it a couple times back in the day. I don't know if anybody remember when Miz used to do both ways, do the Marine and wrestling. So you can do both. Sampiece, I guess he says he has Bronson. He says Bronson's young, 37 years old. 36 years old, an upstart. So he's giving the win to Bronson Reed. Yeah, because Bronson still is like in there. You still want to build this character where we got to get these guys some heat. We got some way, somehow, we got to get these guys some heat. And that's the only way that you want to. I feel like you have to. Now, because like a whole thing, we want, it doesn't matter. We're like Roman shoes. Right now, we're like the Ulafala when it comes to Roman shoes. Remember when Solo took the Ulafala, was like, Roman got to go get that back. Now we're like this about Roman shoes, where we're like, Roman, you got to get your shoes back. But remember, Roman just didn't get his Ulafala back. It took him time to get it back. So they might do the same with this shoe gimmick with Bronson. Now, I don't know if they will or won't, but we'll see. Let's go to Lena's comment. She said it's his first angle since angle title since he returned. He's not losing. No, I know. I don't, because I'm thinking like, okay, let's say, because we could do it like this too, and Paul probably run off. Let's say if Roman wins, he gets his shoes back, we get the victory. I just want to know from you guys, what do we do next with Bronson? Do we just get him back with Seth? Does Seth start saying, hey, you lost, we got to redeem ourselves? Where do we go if Bronson does lose? Do we put him in a tag? I say tag him and Braun Breaker up and go for the titles, and maybe that could make those Raw titles be more of a good title, because I feel like him and Breaker would do great with the tag team titles. That's what I think. If they are going to have a lose, that's what they'll do with what's the name? he said no yeet. Let's see. Mimi said, "Damn, he ain't He ain't gonna get them shoes back into the next year. Hey, man, look, cause you gotta think about this. It's like it's the Bronson Reed is the bully right now. You just don't beat the bully the first try. Okay, he'll took 1, 2, maybe. We're gonna see. But if he does come in and boom, beat him, hey, I ain't mad at it. If it is, it is. But we'll see. Man, yeah, Steppy means well. We all mean well, but I feel like we gotta see. It says, what's your reaction when you heard Mike? Oh man. Hey man, I'm an Eagles fan, so hey, I was happy. Anybody can tell you, I was dancing on the Cowgirls parade. I don't care. He got traded. Thank you, he got traded. We don't got to worry about him no more. So, hey, and then he's the highest paid defensive guy outside. He's higher paid than a quarterback. I think he's higher paid than Patrick Mahomes. So there's that. So shouts out to that, yo. If you guys know about the NFL, you know. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let's get to the main event of what I feel like we also will know that has to be the main event. Let me see. Where's my I know I got J in them on here. Oh, there they go. They're at the bottom. We have Rollins, Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight facing each other. Boy, for the World Heavyweight title. And as much in my heart, I want Jey Uso to win this title. Because the way they did my boy, what he held it, 51 days. 51 days, that's all my boy held it for. And they didn't give him probably one of the best runs. He lost it against Gunther, and we all know what happened after that. Now, let's not forget, Punk has actually won it, but he didn't hold it for quite some time. I know a lot of people want LA Knight to win. This is a good match. These are 4 great contenders. You can't go wrong with any guy. I'm going to go with Seth Rollins, guys. I don't think Seth is going to drop this title into WrestleMania. From what I'm hearing, they probably want to do Seth versus Roman because I think that will be maybe the plans. Maybe that's when they probably put the title on Roman, if that's the direction they want to go. So I think Seth Rollins is going to win. Now, if I had a sleeper in here, and let's just say we do something crazy. They might do something where they might do one of those shock things. This might be one of those matches where we get the shock, boom, something happens, and then we didn't see it coming. I feel like if they're going to do it, they'll put it back on Jey. But the only thing about that is how long Jey will hold it. Because I'm pretty sure they'll put it back on Seth again before we get anywhere close to WrestleMania. But the reason why I think they're not also are going to put it on Jey, because if anyone has seen, they have been teaming Jimmy and Jey back up together. So we would see what direction they would go with those two. I have Rollins winning this. They could go LA Knight. I don't think LA Knight is going to win. This could be good for LA Knight because now he's on Raw. He could go for the IC title. Not saying that LA Knight is just a mid-carder. He's also a person that you can put in the main card. It's just I don't think it has to be on someone. I can be like, okay, now you can put it on LA Knight. But Seth, I think Seth is going to hold it all the way up to WrestleMania. Yes, 51 days, Greg. That's how long Jey held it before he dropped the title. 51 days. If I'm not mistaken, it was 51. It was probably one of maybe not one of the greatest runs for me. When it came to Jay, that's why I say I would not mind seeing Jay winning it again. But see, the only thing about that is how long do we have him keep it? Do we have him keep it if we want to have him win it again? Do you have him keeping it all the way up to SummerSlam? I mean not SummerSlam, but Survivor Series. Because after Survivor Series, I think you have main event. And I think that's it. No. I think we have a Saudi match after that. Or is it when is the Australia? I forgot. I think we still got Australia. Did they even say what the name of the PLE was gonna be for Australia? Is they still gonna do that? I forgot. We forgot. I think they forgot about the PLE they was gonna do in Australia because we still haven't heard about that. We gotta be getting close to that. Maybe that's gonna be Bad Blood because we haven't heard anything about Bad Blood yet. But I think that if it's gonna be Jay, how long do you have him keep it? It has to be more than 51 days. It has to be. Okay, so Lena did say Crown Jewel is in October. So okay, that's the one that's gonna be okay. So that's the one that's gonna be in Australia. Okay, I wanted to make sure, Lena. Because I was like, which one is gonna be? I knew we was doing one in October, but I didn't know what was gonna be the name of it. So that's the one that's gonna be Australia. So even if let's say, because like I say, Triple H does wild stuff. He really does. Let's say that this is the match that he does something where we're like, we didn't see it coming because like we didn't see the Naomi stuff coming. So let's say this is the match that he does it, and do we have Jay keep it all the way up to Crown Jewel? Do we have Jay keep it up all the way Survivor Series? Because don't forget, Survivor Series is in San Diego. We all know the significance of Survivor Series, and San Diego is to the bloodline because most of them are out there in San Diego. We'll have to see. Let me see. I think Greg said. I think he said he wants to give it. He said he wants it to be Jay, but he thinks Seth is going to win too. Yeah, because my thing is this: because Roman did tease it, because at first Seth was the one before he won the title, he was telling Roman that he was going when he had the briefcase, he was going to win the briefcase. He was messing with Roman at the beginning. Now it's Roman saying kind of throwing out teasers to Seth. Only thing about that is they might hold that off to WrestleMania. A lesson, because now Lena's saying that Crown Jewel is in October, but like I say, it's in Australia, and I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, I can't remember last time when they went to Australia was Roman there. He might was if I can remember because it was so long ago. But if it's in, they could do that at Crown Jewel because they do big matches at Crown Jewel too. So it would not surprise me if they did a Crown Jewel. Tell me the dog. Tell that dog hi for me. Yeah, that's my dog Princess. She's barking at someone outside. Who knows? Yeah. Crown Jewels is in October. Greg says October the 11th. And Peru. So yes, I think with this match, it has to be Seth. Seth has to be the favorite. Because one, and this could be another way. Because don't forget, because a lot of y'all said Roman wins. Let's say Bronson gets took out by Roman. This could be a way where maybe we could get someone new added to Seth's group. Who I don't know, because maybe you could do that, or maybe Bronson Reed. because remember it's a fatal 4-way, so it's like no DQ. I mean, Braun Breaker can come out there and interfere, and they it won't be no disqualification or nothing. So you can do it that way too. So that's why I think Seth has the numbers. Even if Bronson Reed wins, you still got to worry about Breaker and Bronson Reed. And I think this is the reason why I said Breaker might win, because think about it. Breaker wins. Seth and them causes Jay the match and loses. This ticks off Roman, and that's how Roman starts going after Seth Rollins. Because he did something. He took something from Jay that, he just told Jay to go out there and try to win and, do it for himself, and they screwed his cousin. So that's maybe how we get to the Seth versus Roman. But like I say, if I feel like now I know that Peru, because I feel like they could do it then and maybe do something different for Mania, because I had Seth versus Punk at WrestleMania. That's the match I'm thinking is going to happen at Mania. Or they could do Cody versus Punk at Mania. Punk can go either way, but now the way the atmosphere is now and where we're at now, I don't know what we do with Roman. Because if you got somebody else going after Roman, if they do the match early, what do you do for Roman at Mania? You have him miss it, or do you give him an opponent that we feel like is worthy of him? Now, they could probably do Breaker versus Roman early, because they have done a couple matches a little early because of injuries or things that happen, or schedules of movies and stuff. So I feel like if you're going to do this early, maybe you can do Breaker versus Roman. But I think, well, now Roman said he's not going nowhere, so you can go ahead and do it. It's not going to be his last match. Like I say, if you're going to do Breaker versus Roman, especially if he runs against Bronson Reed, I have Breaker winning at Mania. But that's a lot of, I know how people feel about that, because that means that's the third WrestleMania that Roman would have the loss at, because you have Cody, you have Seth, and you would have had Breaker. That would have beat him at WrestleMania. Matter of fact, back to back Manias, 3 in a row. But like I say, maybe Roman's putting over people now. I think that's where we're at right now, where he's already had his time. He's ready to put people over. Greg said, I said I have Seth keeping it the way to Survivor Series, and then have him and Roman battle for it. Yeah, I can cause you Survivor Series, like I say, normally Survivor Series, Greg, they normally don't put the world title or the undisputed title on the line when it comes to that pay-per-view for some reason, because I guess because they do the War Games match, and most of the majority of the time, either the world champion or the Universal champion is in War Games. This year it doesn't seem like that's going to probably be that way. So they could probably go a different direction, because it doesn't seem like Cody's going to be in War Games, or Seth going to be in War Games. Roman doesn't have the title, so if you're going to do it, you can probably do it now. Because it's, like I say, it's in San Diego. My thing is this, though, Greg, is if you have Roman go after Seth at Survivor Series, do we have him win or do we have him lose? Because if you have him lose at Survivor Series, he has to win at WrestleMania. Because you might run back I feel like they're going to probably run back the match again if he loses at Survivor Series at Mania, and at Mania, you have Roman win. Maybe you have him win on Grand Stage because he took 2 losses back to back. He took the loss for Cody. He took the loss for Seth. And they'll say, hey, okay, Roman, you did this for the company. This our way of paying you back. Go elevate this title. you know what I'm saying, for us. And they put the title on him at WrestleMania. And he'll probably have a good run. I'm not saying a 4-year run with it. I don't think he will. Not with the world title. And as much as I only thing with this guy, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Roman buried that title so bad. When he said what he said in that promo where he was like, that's the secondary title, that's the loser bracket. I was like, I don't want Roman to never go for this world title. I never want Roman to go for this title. But Roman's, and that's what I liked about his interview with Stephanie McMahon, where he was like, Roman can say something and he can make you forget about what he said. You be like, okay, well, forget that. He said this, so we're good. Because I'm a Roman fan by heart, so I'm not being biased as I should. But you're gonna do that, Greg. You put it on. You put it on. You put it on. You put it on Roman at WrestleMania. And you give him the win and a 1-year reign, 2-year reign. Why not? I mean, you want to elevate that title to get to the hierarchy market. He said, I think I read this. Okay, yeah, I read that. Great. Let's go to Lena comment. Lena said, raise the title from Seth and okay, so in 26. Now, Lena, do you have it in 26? Do you have that at Mania? Or do you have it at another PLE? I want to just wonder that. If you do have them in 26, because Lena said next year. So, like I say, yeah, because if you have them, if let's say they do the Greg side where we have him win it at lose that Survivor Series, you next year. I think if you're going to do it at Mania, you can do it at Mania. That's what I would have him win because he had it all that time. That 4-year run was legendary. Yes, it was. According to Roman Reigns, he said, and then this is what I got out of the Stephanie McMahon interview. He quite wanted to probably do something like that again. He said he still wants to break Bruno's record, which is crazy because we all know that has to be about at least 5 years. How would you build that story? Would be crazy. What you do with the world heavyweight title is my question. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And as much as Volleyball said, the story it was so legendary. I don't think they can do it again. I feel like Roman can. Roman's that guy that you can. Him and Seth. I gotta give it to Seth. Seth. Now Punk is not going to stay long because Punk is at the end. But and I wish, and me and Fireball said this on DWE Radio. We wish John Cena had more days because I feel like John could have had a great run too. John, you have people like Brock, even though Brock's back, and I know the heat on Brock, but Brock could do a good run with the championships. You have Seth Rollins, you have Roman Reigns. Who else? I would even not lie. Breaker's young. Braun Breaker can go for a good reign with a title because he's just that talent and that legendary. If Jay wasn't getting back with Jimmy, because Jay's so over as a face right now, he still is. I would love to see Jay at least do a year. Give me a good year booking of Jay. Let me see the body of work first. Or 6 months at least. Give him 6 months and show me you can book him well. Even if you give me 6 months and he drops it, cool. I will be good with that, long as we can get that back. We're gonna wind down here because we're coming down to our wind down moment. I'm just reading our comments. Greg said the rebrand that they will I guess he's saying they will rebrand the title and make it the Bloodline Tribal title or the Bloodline title. So I guess he's talking about the World Heavyweight title if Roman won it. He's saying they'll probably remake it and probably name it the Bloodline. I guess the Bloodline Tribal title or the Bloodline title. I don't know. That's the thing about that too. If Roman does win, because we know that WWE will design the title quick, fast, in a hurry. I think because we see what they did with the Undisputed title, and they gave Roman when they unified the Universal title and the WWE title. We got the Undisputed title. And we see what it is today, how it looks. Maybe, but like I say, Roman's so good, and that's why I say if you guys watch his the podcast, all it takes is a promo. We can't forget it takes a promo because we can't forget the title doesn't make the man makes the title. That's always been the old saying. So Roman can say and do things that will, and he said it. He already said it. This was back when he was still with Paul, when they was doing the interview where he said, "You want to make this title proceed on me?" And I was like, interesting, because he did say that this was a second tier title, it was a secondary title, and I was like, you must got something planned. So if he has something planned, if Roman said that, that makes me say that Roman already has the idea in his mind. I win this World Heavyweight title. I know what I got to do because I know what I said. I buried this title. I really did multiple times. So if that's the case, Greg, they might design it. They might make a new design. They might not. They might tell Roman, hey, see, can you do a couple promos to get it over? If you can't, we'll start working on the design, because they could do that. Because I feel like Roman can do it in a promo and still get that title over, because he already said put the title on him. Roman wins on the biggest stage of them all, which I guess. Oh, okay. Oh, she said. It was. I guess he got him winning at the Royal Rumble. Oh, okay. Win the Rumble and then win it on the biggest stage. So she has Roman winning maybe next year, which will be in Saudi. Lena. Now that the Saudi PLE, where it will be Roman Reigns as a winner. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though, and I know ADT said a lot that they feel like Sammy, WWE's not, it seems like they're afraid to put the title on Sammy. I started to think about it, guys. I think that's by design. Because remember, Sammy almost got real close to King of the Ring. We all know what King of the Ring was at. I think they're holding off on it because they're going to give Sammy maybe his moment at Rumble. He will win the Rumble and go on to, because he did say to Solo, you're speaking to WrestleMania main event Sammy. And I said, last time Sammy main evented, it was him, KO versus the Usos. And I said, what would make Sammy say that? So I think Sammy will probably be the winner for the Rumble. If they want to do it, because we haven't seen Roman in an elimination chamber in quite some time. That would be wild. If we get Roman in an elimination chamber. So please forgive me, Roman, Tribal Chief, if I put you in this elimination chamber. But if I do have you winning the elimination chamber, that's why I would probably have him at the chamber, because you can bring him out last. He can sit there, rest, bring him out last, have everybody do his work. He probably won't do much. Boom. Hey, the rest is history. Because remember, we said that Rumble and the Chamber were supposed to be the person who was the main event WrestleMania, which has been quite some time that we have got that. Oh yeah. He's on the road. Who's after Sami Zayn? Yeah, I think Sammy. I think when it comes to Sammy, I think the reason why, I think they're already building a story that we didn't see, because a lot of us still want Sammy to win a world heavyweight title. Now he did say world heavyweight title, so this could be another way where we might can get Sammy versus Seth, and maybe Roman goes after someone else. Now, dear God, I do not want Roman and Cody for WrestleMania again. Jesus Christ! But if they do that again, I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm gonna be in shambles, guys. Especially if something a plot twist happens and somebody comes out and just calls them the match. Then I'll just be somebody gonna have to do a wellness check on me after that match. But I feel like if Sammy wins, you can do Sammy versus Cody because Sammy versus Cody will probably be a decent match. Him versus Seth will be a decent match too. So that'll be two matches that we will have to see what they do for Rumble guys. That's just my thoughts about the predictions, guys. Who I have in these prediction matches. Like I said, if you guys missed it, I have the Wyatt 6 keeping the tag team titles. I have Becky keeping her IC title because those are two matches. I have who we have here. I have Rusev winning the Sheamus match, guys. I know it's a street fight match. That's basically anywhere it goes, street fight match. I have Rusev winning that. I have I said Becky. I have Logan Paul winning against John, but this is the only way Logan will win, which I know Logan will probably go in and have a great match. Is Logan goes out there and perform and shows John Cena that he can keep up with the best of them. So that's why I have Logan winning. I have Bronson Reed winning Roman to further the story, guys. I'm just thinking about this storyline wise. As much as I want Roman to win his shoes back, but it reminds me of when we wanted Roman to get his Uda follow back. So that's why I say I have Bronson Reed winning back because this is quite sort of like what happened with Drew and Pump when they did the bracelet. So this gives me that vibes. So, could it be a match good as that? We don't know because that was a Hell in a Cell match. So there's that. And the last but not least, the main event, who I have winning for that match. The main event, I have Seth Rollins winning his match for his World Heavyweight title. I think he will keep that title up into WrestleMania. Thank you guys for joining me. 236 people. Thanks to Final Boss and Greg and also Mimi for sharing the live. Don't forget, guys, to join us Sunday for the PLE at Clash of Paris. We will be going live. If you guys missed it, only match that's not on there is the tag team match which got announced. It will be at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to join us on the live side on X, you have to see down below as you see the stroll. Follow that good page down there that says Miami the Great 645, or you can follow the Island of DWE. We will be doing all lives, even when they go on ESPN, guys. So you guys are like, oh, we got to find where we can watch this because I don't want to deal with all these apps. Don't worry. DWE got y'all. We will be doing them on those pages, showing y'all live, streaming them live where you can see the picture and us. Once they go on commercial, me and Final Boss will give y'all our takes on the matches, our feedback on the matches. You'll also probably hear us doing the matches. Let y'all know what we feel about the match during the match. Do not forget to follow my co-host, who's not here today, that I fill in for. Sometimes I will be doing that a lot down the line in the future. Final Boss, baby, that's two B's and a Y, CFO. Please give her a follow. Great content creator. Final boss, baby. Shouts out to her. And do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page. It's good to be back. No interruptions, guys. I fixed it. I fixed my laptop. You're welcome. What can I say? You're welcome. And shouts out to Final Boss for being in the comments. She's like probably going because she's probably like, I don't want to hear Miami no more. Thanks, Lena. Thanks, Craig, for being in the comments. I couldn't keep up with y'all comments. Y'all was like, boo, 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 boo. Hey, that means the show was great. That means the show was great. We will be back next week to give y'all the reaction, feedback of what we thought about Clash, thoughts about Raw next week. If any news comes out throughout the week when we do our live for Talk It Up, you guys make sure you subscribe to our page to know when the next one goes up, so you can keep up with the shows. Like I say, follow me on X, and you will see it on our schedule when I post it on the schedule for my page or the other page. We have great content. Shouts out to the DWE. Shouts out to THM, CCN, and also the Collected. And if you guys also miss this content, you can join us on DWE Radio, where we do radio type of style content, and on the X space where you don't have to worry about requesting. You can sit back, you can listen to it while you're cleaning the room, reading a book, driving down this road. It's like giving you that radio type of feel where you hear me and Final Boss having some great debates. 2 great shows that we had lately. I think we had like 3 great shows. My bad. I think we had 3 great spaces lately. So great content we've been putting out. So thank you guys for joining us over there on that. We're back on Talk It Up. See you guys next week here live again on the YouTube side or the X side, whichever one you're on right now. And we'll see you guys again. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for joining us today. And with that being said, we'll catch you guys much later.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.